Welcome back to the Lauren Jackson Sports Centre in Albury for round 4 of NBL1 action. It is the Southern Vale home Bandits playing host to the Basketball Australia Centre of Excellence. We just seen a big win by 18 points to the women's Bandits this afternoon. And now the men are getting ready to do battle likewise. Steve Murphy in commentary alongside Jade Kolf. It is, of course, for our broadcast partners, the SSNA Club in Albury. Live sport, no better place to watch it than down there, let me tell you. AFL football action on right now, and NBA finals as well, Kolf. And you just want to sit yourself right back in the locker room, sit back and watch some of the NBA and AFL action. There is the place to do it, mate. Plenty to look forward to tonight between these two sides.
Yeah, looking forward to this one, Murph. I said the Basketball Centre of Excellence come to town. Some of Australia's finest up-and-coming talent on the male side. But as we know from the first few games of this season, Murph, they're going to have their work seriously cut out tonight because this Southern Vale Bandits men's team, they are up and about and up and running with some explosive import play. They've got Manny Malou, who's just come on board. Riak, Torrin Jones, Kenja Bosley, Deborah George, the list goes on and on. I really think this team that we see here in Albury Wodonga can go a long way this year. But from the Basketball Centre of Excellence, from their side, let's see what they bring to the table. They'll come in here. They'll be well coached, well drilled. This is the future. A lot of these players here are the future of Australian basketball. Let's see what goes down. When it's all said and done, Murph, I expect probably another victory for the Southern Vale home Bandits.
For the Basketball Australia Centre of Excellence, a number of players to look out for tonight. A number of these boys signing with colleges, and we'll head over later on this year. Alex Dukas, look out for him. He signed with St. Mary's. NBA Global Academy player in 2017, led to his Centre of Excellence scholarship. He won a bronze with the under-20s with 19.5 points. That's for Western Australia in the national championships recently. Kyle, another one, Asaya Lee, who's I believe expressed that he will go to the University of California, Irvine. Son of NBL import Jerome, New South Wales Metro player, and won gold in the under-18s Asian Championships with the Australian team. Josh Coonan's another one in the number 7 jersey. University with San Francisco is that man's destination. Won under-20s with Victoria at that national championships. And to round them all off, Kolf, Hunter Goodrick. He'll wear the number 4 tonight for the Centre of Excellence. University of South Dakota for that man. New South Wales Metro, bronze medal in 2017 under-18s championships tournament with 29 points versus Tasmania. He controls the paint, that man, and has been very good so far this season. It just brings me back to that Alex Dukas, by the way. He is ranked 10th in the league at the moment for average points. He's putting up more than 20 points a game. So plenty of excitement about this young prospects tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to seeing Alex Dukas and the way he goes about it. He looks like a little bit of a laconic figure here in the warm-up, Murph. He looks like he slips under the radar, but, putting up over 20 points a game, no slouch to say the least. And as you said, with this Basketball Centre of Excellence lineup, mate, they're absolutely littered with American scholarship holders, and rightly so. So looking forward to seeing what they have to serve up tonight. And let's see if the Torrin Jones and the Deborah George and the Kenja Bosley show continues. Crowd building, should be another good one, Murph. Looking forward to it.
Particularly if you're just joining us for the first time around the country, and of course to our Canberra friends watching on tonight on NBL1 YouTube action. It is brought to you by the SSNA Club in Albury. If you are visiting, that's the place you want to head along to. Great meals. They've got an Asian restaurant, but they also have another couple of dining options as well at the SSNA. They've got you covered in many, many ways. For the Bandits, a couple of guys to look out for them. We do know Kenja Bosley. A lot's been talked about him. 29 points average. That's number 1 for the league. He's 91% from the free throw line. Another man to look out for is their other big American import, Torrin Jones. 15 rebounds a match this man's grabbing. His board work has been outstanding. He sits number 2 in the league for that at the moment. And then Manny Malou, blocks number 4. He got 4 blocks in the last game. And it was very, very prominent. In fact, he started with a dunk. That was his first points. That's how he welcomed himself, Manny Malou, to the home crowd here in Albury.
Yeah, he certainly did, Murph. He was an excitement machine at both ends of the floor, and he brings all kinds of versatility to the Bandits lineup, does Manny Malou. and look for more exciting things from him tonight. He definitely rounds out this Bandits lineup, and what an import, a late inclusion, hasn't he? He really has been because of an injury to an earlier import, but he looks like a fine fit, and at 6'8", 6'9", and with great length, he brings a lot to the table.
No question about that. Alex Dukas, first man out there on the court tonight. Tattersall to start as well. So too, Isaiah Lee. And then the other couple, Coonan. And also Goodrick, who I spoke about before. They're going to go against Big Torrin Jones. Kenja, he's out there nice and greased up, ready to go. Derek Scott makes his way out onto the arena. So too Deborah George. And how about Sakuk Riak? He's become our favourite up here in the commentary box. That man brings energy. You just want him as a teammate, whatever sport you're playing.
Yeah, Sakuk Riak, he's a crowd favourite, no doubt about it.
Oh.
He brings a lot to the table, outside shooting, but plenty of energy both on the bench and on the floor as well. He's a spare parts man.
Steve Murphy, Jade Cole for the SSNA club. Opening tip-off, Bandits ball. And Kenja, he just wants to start with a three, puts it up immediately. And the rebound goes to Goodrick. He feeds across to Lee. First possession for Centre of Excellence after that Kenja shot. Lee across. Dukas puts up a three of his own. Comes off the rim. And Kenja comes up with the ball.
Yeah, good start there from Dukas. He doesn't look gun-shy at all, straight out of the gate.
Bosley to George. How's this man been? Sakuk Riak trying to bring the crowd to their feet to start. Tattersall, quick ball. Isaiah Lee wants to bring it up. Dukas. In ball to Coonan. Lee looks very nimble. Wants to get after them. Goodrick steps around Jones. Puts up a little jumper. Doesn't get it to go. Tattersall almost had the arm pin. Scott feeds it somehow to George, and it comes up with Riak. So rusty start scoring-wise for both teams. Riak back to George, and he'll take the tempo off the game for the moment. Deborah George for three. Both sides at the moment just interested to shoot from outside deep.
Yeah, Deborah George will take that all day.
Isaiah Lee into Coonan. Coonan inside the paint, puts it up. Good, 2 points.
Yeah, nice move there from Coonan. Had the mismatch. And he did what he had to do there. He realised he had Deborah George on him.
Took us 85 seconds into the game. We finally got our first points. George feeds to Jones. He puts it up in the paint. Doesn't get it to go. Rebound. It's all Goodrick. And the Centre of Excellence, 8:18 remain for the SSNA club opening term. Bandits yet to score. Centre of Excellence with the ball. Tattersall. Coonan. Lee puts up for three, and the left-hander gets it to go. 5-0. Centre of Excellence off to a nice start.
Tough shot there from Lee, Murph. Deborah George was in good defensive position. Nothing but net, though, as they pounded in low.
Jones to Riak for three. You sensed it was only a matter of time. The bow and arrow comes out. And Sakuk Riak gets the scoring underway.
That's the Sakuk Riak spot.
Nice ball, Lee, inside for Dukas. Nice combination. Those two boys working in sync so far tonight.
Yeah, beautiful pass down low there from Lee.
George takes on Coonan, flicks it to Torrin Jones, and he goes off the glass. A party trick of their own. Nice feel about this game. Colfie early on. Tattersall. Goodrick wants to go deep. Both sides happy to put up the threes at the moment. Dukas for three. Speak of the man. Comes off the rim. Rebound. Goodrick back to Dukas. Nice move off the glass. 2 points.
Nice move. And Dukas, the gunner, he's come out the gun show. He's not afraid to shoot. He's their main man.
Torrin Jones now puts up a jumper, Colf. 2 points to that man.
Hot start early on, Murph. Cracking pace. This will test out the conditioning early on here in this one.
Dukas guarded by Riak. Gives to Coonan. Coonan against Scott. Steps inside the paint. It's guarded by three. Outside to Lee. Whips it. Tattersall's wide open. And comes off the backboard. Ends up with Bosley. Puts it up for Jones. And there's some contact on Jones. The foul goes against Goodrick.
Yeah, they want to go down to the big boy early on, Murph. Jones. Kenja Bosley, he's putting up 29 points a game, but he understands that 9 times out of 10, big Torrin Jones is going to have an advantage down there. 15 rebounds a game. He's not afraid to do the dirty work. That's what he lives and breathes on.
Fast start to this one. Bosley stepped inside the Jones in the paint. Puts it up. Well guarded again. Coonan comes up with a rebound. Quick feed. And going to the bucket there, drawing some contact is Dennis. And we'll go to the line. The foul against Torrin Jones.
Yeah, big Torrin Jones feels a little bit hard done by there. Thought he had the legitimate block, the former University of Missouri product. He's pleading with the referee there. All referees, he said he stood up straight. And what we know about Torrin Jones is he hates those early fouls, Murph. He does not want to be on the bench with 2 fouls.
No question. Dennis gets the first bucket. And similar story to how the women went for the Centre of Excellence. They're scoring widespread across the floor. Couple of points to that man. It's 11-7, Centre of Excellence by 4, 6:14 remain in the opening term. Bosley drives inside to Jones, and he got the last touch. It'll be Centre of Excellence ball.
So 11 points to 7 early on, Murph. Cracking pace up and down the floor. And the Bandits just a little bit disorganised at the offensive end so far, as Isaiah Lee
gives to Jones, who's found himself on the court. Back to Lee. Now Dukas. Very capable player, this man. Puts it out. Wide. Jones for 3 now, and off the backboard. Gets it in. His first points of the night, extending the margin to 7.
Banks are open on that one, Murph. That thing's gone in off the glass as Kenja Bosley. Looks like a good matchup, the Bosley and Lee matchup.
Now for deep, Kenja Bosley off the rim, and Jones taps it out. It'll be Centre of Excellence ball.
So a hot start from the Centre of Excellence, Murph. 56% from the field early on.
Coonan goes out of the game, and we're for the first time going to see Banjo Talbot in the lineup. Lee drives up on Kenja. Well, Jones was there, did enough to stop the play. Now, Kenja, a bit of his own mayo on it, draws the contact, doesn't get it to go, but will find himself at the line for 2 nonetheless.
And that's what big Torrin Jones does at the defensive end, Murph. You got Deborah George and Kenja Bosley happy to gamble in the backcourt there, looking for steals because they know if they gamble and lose, big Torrin Jones is protecting that rim, and that's what he does. Lee had a wide open layup, but the big fella came across and swatted that thing away.
Well, we said before the game, this man going at 91% from the free throw line this year. He gets his first, and he makes it 2 from 2. Nothing but net on either of them. The Bandits cut the margin back to 5. A bit over 5 minutes remaining in the opening term. This is Lee bringing it up court, demanding Jones to run forward for him. This is Dukas, just inside halfway. Back across to Lee. Nearly pickpocketed there by Bosley. Well, nearly a second time. Lee eventually throws it. Bandits swarm, and it comes off the Bandits last. It'll be a Centre of Excellence ball.
That's great work defensively there from the Bandits as Coach Chalmers screaming at his Chargers. The Riak and Dukas matchup, Murph, there's a little bit of trash talk going on there. Riak really got his work cut out for him tonight. It's going to be a real test for him at the defensive end, and there's a bit of niggle going on there.
There's a little bit. Keep an eye on it, Kaufman. This is Dennis to throw the ball back into play to Dukas. From deep for 3, Alex Dukas. Ooh. Hasn't that man started nicely tonight?
He certainly has there, and he tells Riak, he says, hey, come on out there. Guard me.
Wow, early indications are this could be exciting. Malou ends up with Jones and puts it off the glass. 2 points, Torrin Jones.
Once he gets it down there, it's lights out, game over as he seals his man.
Lee gives to Dukas for 3. Alex Dukas again.
One.
They're just going to have to push up on that man. Can't afford to let him shoot from range. He's on fire early tonight.
He's on fire all night, and he's not afraid to tell Riak about it either.
Jones draws the foul, and that'll go against Talbot. And the Bandits will go to the line, but they're trailing by 9. The Centre of Excellence have made a fast start here.
And I'll tell you what, Murph, as as that man, looked like Dukas was going to go sit down, but the coach has sent him back out. Why would you put him on the bench? He's got the hot hand, explosive start from him. And look for Coach Chalmers, if Dukas continues to make buckets, to make the move and switch Matty Malou onto him. Just keep an eye on that, Murph. I just think Riak, similar kind of player, but tell you what, a hot start from Dukas. The move may have to be made.
Torrin Jones, 61% from free throws this year. He's just added a couple of buckets there, if you don't mind. Now Goodrick brings it back in for the centre of excellence.
And Murph, the move has been made. Matty Malou now guarding Dukas.
Okay, so keep an eye on that, Kaufman. As it progresses, Dukas takes on Malou. Nice off the glass on the right mid, but Riak comes up with a rebound for the Bandits, and now Kenja Bosley. Bosley drives inside the paint, puts it up and gets it to go. Nice move. He did that last week too.
He just floats down the lane. Slow motion there from Kenja Bosley.
Dennis gives out to Goodrick. Goes across and finds Giddy. Giddy behind the back and draws some contact from George, I think. I think there was earlier contact by Deborah George. A big rejection nonetheless by Riak, but I reckon Deborah George was called for a foul potentially.
Yep, Riak's going to take a breather. Tough start defensively for Riak.
Well, maybe not. I thought it was a foul. Obviously not. This is Goodrick underneath the rim. Nice move. Protected the ball and then put it in.
Yeah, he did well there. Good patience.
And the Bandits bring it back up the floor. This is with George to Jones. Jones off the glass, 2 points.
Just a tough move there from the big fella.
This is end-to-end stuff at the moment. 22-17 as Giddy puts up the ball. Talbot gets the rebound, draws some contact by Molnar. And the centre of excellence taking it to the Bandits to start this game.
Yeah, good foul there from Molnar. Don't want to give up the easy buckets down there. He was giving up tremendous size. Banjo Talbot. Banjo standing at about 6'10".
Torrin Jones here having a chat to the referee. And the Bandits just, I think, telling Jones maybe to calm down for a minute. He doesn't get a tech foul. And first shot missed by Talbot. So let off for the Bandits, who trail by 5. 10 points too for Torrin Jones, as Alex Dukas has as well. Both have doubles up early. And Talbot misses both. Jones taps it back. George comes up with it for the Bandits. He was swarmed by 3. He's got an outside 3. He's looking for a play. Gives to Torrin Jones. They work so well together, those two.
Beautiful little pass in there from Deborah George. And how about the move from the big fella?
Giddy passes out to Goodrick, guarded by George. Sensing something to crowd here at the Lauren Jackson Sports Centre early in the game. Talbot goes up, taken away by Jones, and the crowds come to life. Here's Kenja Bosley. Down the court, takes it for 3, steps back and sinks it. Kenja Bosley, what a time to do it. And now Molnar almost comes up with a steal against Giddy, who passes across to Dennis, does nicely, goes inside of the paint and puts in 2 and stops a bit of that momentum. Nice, takes back the lead.
Plenty of fire in this one, Murph, plenty of fire. What a start to this ball game.
Centre of excellence coach actually stepping on the court at the moment, so plenty of feeling in this one. George steps out for 3, no, goes into Jones, who draws the contact, doesn't get it to go, but will go to the line to tie this up again.
And young Banjo Talbot, at 17 years of age, he would not have come across too many beasts down low like big Torrin Jones. As Banjo heads to the bench to have a well-earned rest. I believe Banjo's got 2 fouls there.
They're up and down the floor better than probably any team the Bandits have faced so far this year. The centre of excellence really taking it to the undefeated #1 side at the moment. Torrin Jones sinks to first. Can square the game up at 24 apiece. 13 points remain for Torrin Jones. A fine opening. This is Giddy with the ball, guarded by Molnar. to Jones, back to Giddy. Drives against Molnar, out wide. Jones for three, wide open. Rebound goes eventually to Torrin Jones to Bosley.
There's that man again, Torrin Jones, cleaning up on the glass.
Bosley, top of the key. No, just taken away. Didn't even allow it to go out, Dennis. Stole the ball, gives in to Jones, and he'll put it off the glass for two. Under a minute remaining for the SSNA club in the opening term. Centre of Excellence with a 3-point lead as Deborah George brings it up the floor. Gets a screen by Malou. Goes to the paint. Looks back to Malou. Goes himself underneath. Gets it knocked away by Giddy, but draws the foul against Giddy. And Deborah George will find himself putting up a couple of shots.
A little bit of individual brilliance there from Deborah George. He was trying to find some support there, but found himself in the paint there.
Not in the shooting motion, says the referee. It is two shots. Some confusion between the referees.
Yep.
I thought it was called for two shots, and it is.
It was going to be two.
One of the referees told George it wasn't.
So what a hot start, Murph.
Oh.
Quarter number one, if you don't
End
mind.
to end. Stay tuned with us for the SSNA club. The next three quarters are like this. Deborah George puts the first bucket in. Cuts the margin to two. 42 and change remain on the clock. Seconds-wise. In the opening quarter. D. George. 2 from 2. Margin back to 1. Donovan finds his way into the game. George takes a spell. Donovan's brought his own fan squad by the sounds of it. Lee brings it up court, loses, just fumbled it, lost control. And the Bandits get the ball back with basically 37 seconds left on the clock, just under.
Isaiah Lee looks like a real smooth operator. That's the first time he's made a blunder there tonight. And a bad time to do it. You don't want the ball in Kenja Bosley's hands.
Bosley across to Molnar. Watch for this man to shoot from three tonight. Had a chat to him a little early on, Colfie.
Yes.
Lucky enough to catch up with the man.
Absolutely.
Malou gives out towards Bosley. Try to go to Jones. Manny Malou underneath the rim. And the rebound goes to Giddy. Shot clock in any case. We're under 10 seconds. Lee, Centre of Excellence. Most likely the last shot of the quarter. Lee puts it up for three for the Centre of Excellence. Jones taps it down. That'll be the end of the first. 51 points scored in that opening quarter. 26 to the visitors, Centre of Excellence. 25 to the Bandits.
It's up and down, Murph, and what a hot pace. We did not expect that for this ball game tonight. That's the fastest first quarter we've seen so far this year at the Lauren Jackson Sports Stadium, and for both teams to really continue that pace, it's going to be a last man standing affair. Conditioning and fitness, not really talked about that much, Murph, but when we're playing a fast pace like this, I'll tell you what, it comes into the equation.
Yeah, quarter time for the SSNA club. Let's have a look at some of our big numbers, Colf, man, for that opening term.
Yeah, look, numbers are some hot shooting from both teams. The Bandits at 50% field goal percentage, the Centre of Excellence at 45. 3-point shooting, Centre of Excellence just absolutely red hot, 44% clip. The Bandits at 33. Rebounding, dominant from the Centre of Excellence, 13 rebounds to the Bandits 8. And scoring leaders, that man Alex Dukas with 10 quickfire points being guarded by Riak. Torrin Jones, 13 for the Bandits. Rebounding, Torrin Jones with 3 and Big Goodrick with 4 as well. A hot start, looking forward to quarter number 2. Murph, what do you see panning out, mate?
Yeah, well, it's hard to say, isn't it? It started very interesting. Both sides going from range for 3-pointers to start with. It was just end to end until finally was that Alex Dukas that put in the first bucket, and then from there things really got moving for the Centre of Excellence. They got off to a flying start, jumped out of the box, put a bit of gap on the Bandits, and then I think they really switched into gear late, didn't they? But the big thing is they've had Torrin Jones have made a great start with 13 points, but I mean, Deborah George has put up 2. We know that man's going to score. Sakuk Riak, watching this term, he'll put up at least 1 3-pointer in this term. Sakuk Riak, he'll come to the party. And Kenja Bosley put up 7, looked good. But Kenja Bosley, just his work from when he stepped outside for 3 range and sunk that bucket late. That's what that man can bring to the table. He can get hot very quickly.
That's what that backcourt brings, Deborah George and Kenja Bosley. Big Torrin Jones, the man inside. I see big things for him tonight. He's off to a hot start. But I'm interested to see the Alex Dukas and whether it's Riak or Manny Malou, who Coach Chalmers goes with. Alex Dukas looks like he's the real deal, Murph.
We get underway in the second term. Thanks very much to the SSNA Club, our broadcast partners. Coonan gives to Goodrick for three in the centre of excellence. Don't miss a beat after the break.
Yeah,
Goodrick with 3 points.
Hot start there from Goodrick. From the forward position.
19 points against Geelong and Anzac Day the other night. For that man, Kenja Bosley says, why not? I will come to the party, and sinks his second three and goes to double points at 10. Now Lee, Tattersall into Coonan against Malou. Malou guarding him. Coonan, good enough guard, and it'll be a Bandits ball.
Great defense from Manny Malou. He looked like he was out of position there, Murph, but he's so long, about 6'8", 6'9", with long reach. So hard to get a shot up against him.
Tattersall drawing the foul. So 28-29, centre of excellence by one, the visitors. Has all the makings of a classic. So Cook react to Bosley. Takes on Lee, nice little move fast. Bosley, left, right, left again, back inside to Sir Cook, and Sir Cook, I don't think was expecting it. That is a long-range shot by Bosley, comes off Malou, takes the ball off Coonan, gives back. He's going to have a third crack at it here, and eventually Bosley does hit his mark.
And no surprise with moves like that, Murph. 29 points a game.
Lee drives Malou. Get out of here. Knocks it over the baseline. Big rejection.
We were just talking about that man, Manny Malou, with those long arms and athleticism. Malou on show here tonight.
Lee. Dukas. Tattersall for three. And get it to go. Molnar gets the rebound. 8:36 remain for the SSNA Club Bandits. For the first time lead by one. Sir Cook Riak, we said he'd knock up a three. He doesn't on this occasion. Jones, the offensive rebound. Once, twice, draws the contact. And we'll go to the line. Torrin Jones having a good night.
Well done there from big Torrin Jones. But how about the tip from Manny Malou? You may not have seen that, Murph. Very subtle. Instead of grabbing the rebound, a little tip to Jones on the assist. Big Jones missed the first, but did well to go back up. And he's at the line for two. But it's those intangibles, those little things that we speak about that we noticed with Manny Malou on debut there a couple of weeks ago, Murph, and he's showing it again tonight.
Gets the first bucket, 8:26 remain, and the Bandits lead now by two. Rebound goes to Goodrick. Lee brings it up court. Gives to Coonan, back to Lee outside, Tattersall. Coonan. Goodrick tried to step around Jones, well guarded. Now Goodrick to the paint. Puts the shot up, and the rebound goes the way of Torrin Jones.
Great defense from Torrin Jones. Stands strong down low there. Goodrick had nowhere to go.
Bosley wants plenty of action from three tonight. Kenja! That man bringing plenty to the table, shooting at 41% from three-point range this season. And Dukas, nice bucket, nice assist by Coonan.
Yeah, Dukas slipped back door. Veteran move there. Even though Dukas only 18 years of age, he's
Molnar puts up the shot, doesn't get it to go, comes up with Lee. The Bandits were on a bit of a run there too. Tattersall into Dukas, another 2 points to that man. He's having a good night, up to 14 to Alex Dukas.
And there he is, just ticking them over if you don't mind, Dukas.
Riak, Molnar. Not immune to that three-point range, like I said. Malou, and not on the same page, the Bandits on that occasion. The ball out, centre of excellence ball. The Bandits lead by one. 7:06 remaining for the SSNA Club in the second term. Jade Cole, Steve Murphy in commentary.
Manny Malou wanted a little backdoor cut there from Kenja Bosley, but I'll tell you what, even though Bosley from long range, shooting those 30-footers, nothing but net, it is Isaiah Lee who is doing a good job defensively.
Goodrick and Lee combining. And foul called here.
34-33 Bandits. We've got a timeout here at the Lauren Jackson Sports Stadium.
Sir Cook Riak copying the foul there. His first personal of the night. There was 3 points for the SSNA club. 15 points, Kenja Bosley now. Torrin Jones 14, but Alex Dukas 14 leading. Well, the closest to him is Hunter Goodrick with 5, and also actually Blake Jones with 5 as well. But it's really been dominated. Torrin Jones up to 6 rebounds in the game as well, 5 to Hunter Goodrick. So those two players rolling the boards very nicely to start this game as well.
Now, as I said, at that point guard matchup with Isaiah Lee and Kenja Bosley, Bosley has raced to 15 points, but, you know, he has made probably 2, possibly 3 3-pointers there from long range. And look, there's not much that Lee can do about that. He's just got to watch that, to hope that misses. They are tough shots. And outside of that, though, Lee's got to hold his head high. He's playing some good stingy defense, and he's really trying to deny Kenja Bosley the basketball, because as we know, Murph, once Kenja has got the ball in his hands, anything can happen, and it's generally it means buckets for the Bandits.
Get the sense it's going to be a real high-scoring game, Colf. Well, it already is. Since both sides, we seen a couple of weeks ago against Ringwood, it was 105 to 100. We sense that sort of range tonight. Both sides potentially going above a century the way it started. Tattersall out to Lee. Tries to step around Scott. Puts it up off the rim. Rebound goes to Riak. Bandits with a bit of energy about them right there. George, Riak. Jones against Coonan. Puts the block on but draws the foul. Torrin Jones again will go to the line. He's causing headaches in the paint tonight.
Murph, he's causing headaches, and he's going to cause a lot of headaches all season long if he gets positioned down there that close to the rim, and he's got Kenja Bosley and Deborah George dumping the ball in there. He is going to rack up plenty of foul shots. But a real concern is the 60% clip that he shoots from there. Okay? Teams are going to be not hesitant to foul him. They're going to make him earn them from the stripe as he misses both.
He's missed there. Goodrick gets that rebound again. He's been a rebounding machine tonight. Takes him up to 6. Lee and Coonan combining. Goodrick drives to the basket, back outside. Dukas signing to go to St. Mary's. Now for 3, Goodrick. Had a bit of time, comes off the top of the backboard. It'll be a Bandits ball. 34-33 by a point for Bandits. Scoring dried up in the last 45 seconds to a minute.
Dukas with 14, he's their marquee guy.
Yeah.
So he's the one that they want to shut down, and Goodrick as well, the other one. They're going to have to find some scoring from somewhere else.
Now, out wide, Bosley finds Scott. Back to Bosley. He wants to step to 3 range. He's at it now. Kenja puts up another 3. Nothing but net. Kenja Bosley.
Yeah, and Coach Chalmers, he's really clapping that up. What a luxury for Coach Chalmers with the shot clock winding down.
And timeout called here for the SSNA club.
Kenja Bosley with the green light to do whatever he wants to do, Murph. And with shots like that, it's no wonder. As the Bandits lead, 4 points, 5:50 ticks remaining in quarter number 2. And Bosley has exploded to 18. Would you believe it, Murph?
Yeah, what is it? 12 points to 7. 12 to 7 in this quarter so far. There's some big numbers. Kenja's on track for some big numbers, so too Torrin Jones. But Alex Dukas, they've probably stopped that man in the last couple of minutes as well. But the Bandits be happy with their work that they're sinking into right now. Some of the other big ones too. Dennis and Coonan both with a couple of assists each. They lead the court at the moment in that area. But rebounds are pretty similar across the board, Colf. There's not a lot of differences. Probably the blocks. The Bandits are being able to shut down some of the offensive run by Centre of Excellence. 5 blocks to nothing at the moment.
Yep, absolutely, Murph. And based on what we've seen thus far in this contest, it's the three-headed monster once again. Kenja Bosley, Torrin Jones, Deborah George is yet to explode on the scoreboard, but I really believe the centre of basketball excellence, I believe they're going to need a third scorer, and that man, Isaiah Lee, at the point guard position, I think he's going to have to really score big heavily tonight to support both Goodrick and that star Alex Dukas.
They, in terms of steals, Geelong had 15-3 against them in that game a couple of nights ago. As Dukas puts up 3, doesn't get it to go. Rebound comes down with Jones, or, well, he flicks it out, but he did step out, he did. It'll be centre of excellence ball. Yeah, 15 steals against them the other night. So they do have a habit, I guess, of turning over the ball, judging by that stat.
Yep. And
being able to strip of it. The Bandits have been maybe an area they can get on top of tonight. Lee out to Dukas. Back to Coonan. Drives to the paint. Can't get it to go. Big McKay finds himself on the floor for the Bandits first time tonight and gives to Bosley, who's going to drive hard. Kenja for another 3 goes down. So Cook gets the ball back, however. Throws it across to Deborah George. 4 seconds remain. George puts up on the shot clock, puts up the shot. And it'll be a centre of excellence ball, 5:05 remaining in the second. Coonan will get the ball back.
This is the man right here, Isaiah Lee. As this match progresses, Murph, he's going to have to be a little bit more aggressive offensively. They need that scoring. I don't see where else it's going to come from.
Driving, Lee goes inside and loses it, and it'll be a Bandits ball.
Deborah George gets a hand in there. And they're those hands that we speak about, that explosive backcourt of Bosley and George. Not only are they high-octane scoring, but they bring stingy defense and intensity. So they swing it to Riak.
Goes in, Malou. Manny Malou outside. Deborah George from long range for 3. D. George. Bandits are finding their range. This is Lee bringing back up court.
Nothing you can do about that. Nothing but the bottom of the net from Deborah George.
Passes in to Coonan. Now, Lee is wide open and misses a shot.
Kenja Bosley irate with that there. He's good call. He's probably disappointed in himself there. Lee is the player that we have mentioned is going to have to take a little bit of responsibility at the scoring and at the offensive end, and there's nothing like 3 shots from the foul line to get the confidence booming, Murph.
Isaiah Lee gets the first to go.
It's very tough for Lee as well, Murph. He's got to try and curb the Kenja Bosley scoring, but then also get his 20 to 25 at the other end.
And Isaiah Lee gets a second to go as well. $40 to 36, 4 points the margin. Malou gives or hands off to Bosley. Up the core against Terry Lee. Gives to McKay. George gets a screen by McKay. Deborah George steps inside the paint, tries to give to Riak. Taken away by Coonan, flicks it out. Terry Lee gets it, brings it up the court, goes to the bucket. Nice move, reverse layup. Doesn't matter, tip in by Giddy. Nothing. Offensive rebound. Talbot has a crack at it, and eventually the Bandits come up with it.
Gee whiz, a comedy of errors from the centre of excellence as Coach Adam Caphorn on the B. Can't believe that I didn't get out of that with a bucket. Had 3 players to 1 down there. Talbot missed a layup. 40 to 36, 3:47 left on the clock. As they clean the floor
3:47 remain. 4 points a lead to the Bandits. Bosley gives to George. Guarded by Giddy. George to McKay. To Malou. Manny Malou drives hard to the bucket, draws the contact, and puts in the 2 points.
Yeah, coaching staff from the Centre of Excellence roll their eyes on that one. They probably prefer for the defense to stay off Malou there, make him shoot the 15-footer, the 12 to 15-footer. Once he gets it with long arms and athleticism, once he gets close to the rack, it's a layup. And that's what we saw. He's got a bonus from the line.
And gets it to go. 3-point play there by Manny Malou. 43-36. Bandits by 7. Their biggest lead of the match so far, thanks to the SSNA club. Giddy. Nice ball to Talbot, who puts it in over the top of Riak. Almost got that ball out of here. Sakuk Riak. Bosley drives, puts a little hook shot up. Nice ball. 2 points. And then it'll be a Centre of Excellence ball. Debba George trying to claim he didn't touch it. Frustration on that man's face.
Timeout, Centre of Excellence with 3:02 left on the clock. It's the Bandits by 7. Lauren Jackson Sports Stadium, NBL1.
Let's run through some of those numbers again. Kaufman, the Bandits shooting, increasing their percentage in this term.
Bandits shooting lights out, Murph, 52%. Doesn't get any better than that. 43 from downtown as well. A nice clip there. The Centre of Excellence at 38 from the field and 38 from downtown. Not too bad from those guys as well. Rebounding even, 20 rebounds apiece. Bandits dominating inside in the blocks area, 5 blocks to 0. Assists quite even. Okay, steals quite even and turnovers quite even as well. And with 3 minutes to go, the score is quite even as well, Murph. 45-38. The Centre of Excellence really handing it to the undefeated Bandits on their home floor, mate.
3:02 remaining for the SSNA club. We thank you there for their sponsorship this year. They've had to work hard for the lead, but the Bandits. They've had to work really, really hard. Remember their last outing out. They were sensational.
And Murph, it's hot shooting as well. As I said, 43 from downtown, 52 total from the field to only lead by 7. Hey, we've got a real ball game here.
A couple of weeks ago against Diamond Valley. Much easier run of it than they do right now. As Giddy tried to find Talbot, Sakuk Riak comes up with it. McKay. Riak still hasn't made good on my promise that he'd shoot a 3 in this term, Colfie. So he wants to lift his performance on that. McKay. Malou, top of the key. Thank you very much, Manny Malou.
And there you go. They gave Malou the 15-foot shot there. If he can make that, fair enough. Well played there from Manny Malou. He can show he can hit that shot.
Terry Lee back out to Giddy. Gets a little bit of a screen by Talbot. Now back to Lee, steps in. This is a 2, and nice shot. Being the score, Terry Lee, 2 points tonight. 2:08 remain.
Sweet outside jumper there from Terry Lee. It's the first time we've seen him. His mechanics from the field.
Bosley, just a little floater up. Thank you very much. Nothing but net. 49-40, Bandits by 9. 150 remain in the opening half. Lee is back across to Dengdit, who gets fouled. Called on Malou. And that'll be Malou's first foul, I think it is. It is. First of the night.
Yeah, bold Dengdit to the line. The 16-year-old. Let's see how he shoots from the line, Murph. Ooh, flat line drive, but makes the bucket.
So dinged it to make it 2 from 2. Converts it.
1:39 left, quarter number 2, Lauren Jackson Sports Stadium.
Jones fastball. Kenja's open for 3. He knew as soon as it left his hand, it was good. He's smiling and laughing and enjoying his work tonight. Kenja Bosley moving on to 25 points. We're not at half-time yet. Jones taking on Riak. Jones gives out wide. Now Giddy. Received from Dengdit. And then stripped. He's stolen away. Devitt George puts it up. Easy layup. No, misses. It doesn't matter. Sukuk Riak there to mop up for his little mate. Terry Lee brings it up. The Bandits increase their lead to 12. We're under a minute remaining in the first half. Giddy of Centre of Excellence with the ball. Talbot out wide and danged it just through the fingers. It goes out. It'll be a Bandits ball again. Things falling apart late in the opening half here for the Centre of Excellence.
Yeah, all of a sudden that Bandits leads out to 12, Murph. 46 left on the clock. It's a timeout. As the coaching staff of the Centre of Excellence do not want this to blow out any further. They want to keep this in check. But it's very difficult to keep it in check, Murph, when you've got Kenja Bosley bombing away from downtown. He's got 25 first half points. This could be a special night for Kenja Bosley.
Well, I mean, the scoring's right up for Torrin Jones because his little American mates just gone bananas at the other end. He's got 25 points up. I mean, Devitt George and Torrin Jones have been very handy across the court assisting him, as too has Manny Malou. But the Bandits have just increased their lead to 12 points, and you sense there's more to come in this half as well to add to that.
Murph, the Bandits have shot 15 three-point shots, and they're shooting at 47%, a little below 50%. And hence why they've put up 54 points in the first half. They're shooting 56% total from the field. The hot shooting continues, and the Centre of Excellence are just looking to stem the blood flow here and get into the locker room to talk it over.
Sukuk Riak brings it up the floor. Now goes to Manny Malou. Malou, you can see his eyes darting around looking for a 3 option. Flicks it out to Kenja Bosley. Surely not Kenja. He doesn't. The offensive rebound to Torrin Jones. Another rebound, this time to Riak. He puts it up, tries the reverse layup. Taken away by Goodrick, almost stolen by Riak. Goodrick controls the ball, flicks it out to Coonan. And a tech foul called, is it? A tech foul called here on Sukuk Riak. No, he's not happy.
And what's that one for, Murph? For a little bit of chat?
I'm not too sure. I don't know, but he's still bemused. Kenja Bosley and Devitt George are telling Sukuk to take a rest in the backcourt for a moment.
They're trying to work out really what that's for, as
I'm not sure. It's hard to tell from where we are, Cole.
Yep. Manny Malou telling Riak to calm down as well.
Duke has scored it.
And Riak's like, give me some more, let me play some defense. He wants Dukas.
He does. This is Lee with the ball. Driving hard against Bosley. Lee puts it off the glass, gets his own rebound, puts it back up and misses. No, it doesn't count. That's the end of the half. The Bandits will be happy. It's been tough work for them in many regards. But 54-44, Bandits by 10 at half-time, Cole.
Yeah, Kenja Bosley, 25 explosive points. Torrin Jones, 14 as well. An entertaining first half, Murph, nonetheless. 54-44. The Centre of Excellence, they are in this contest. Looking forward to seeing how it pans out in the second half, Murph.
Yeah, very much looking forward to it. Half-time here from the Lauren Jackson Sports Centre. Thanks to our major partners, the SSNA Club in Albury. Come back and join us again shortly for the second half. Welcome back for the second half from the Warren Jackson Sports Centre in Albury. It is the Southern Vale home Bandits 54 to the Basketball Australia Centre of Excellence 44. 10-point lead to the Bandits. It's been a very good contest. It's been end-to-end. This Centre of Excellence team, they're the best young players in the country. Kaufman, a number of the boys are off to college to start their college careers in America later this year. They're an excitement machine. They get up and down the floor, probably like no other side the Bandits have faced so far in season 2019, and they're taking it right up to so far the undefeated number one side in the league.
Yeah, they've been very, very impressive so far, Murph. Really, I didn't expect this kind of competitiveness from the Centre of Excellence. They are really up against one of the best sides, I believe, in the NBL1 competition on their home floor. But to be only down 10 at the half, they are doing extremely well. Alex Dukas, he is a high-volume scorer. Hunter Goodrick has been good as well. And Isaiah Lee has been impressive as well. And really, with Kenja Bosley exploding for 25 points in this first half, the Centre of Excellence are right there where they want to be to really mount a charge and really be there when the whips are cracking come the end of this contest, Murph.
Yeah, no question about that. The big scorers, Kenja Bosley, 25, Alex Dukas, 16 for the Centre of Excellence. I tell you what a bright prospect that man is, Alex Dukas.
And early on, Murph, the niggle between Dukas and Riak was a highlight. Only lasted for a few minutes. Interesting to see if Riak goes to Dukas again to start this second half.
And there's been a bit of feeling in it too. The tech foul on Sakuk Riak just before half-time. There's been a little bit in this as well. A little bit of feeling, like you said, amongst the players. And a few of the Bandits players. Torrin Jones, another one that's been not happy with a couple of the refs' decisions. Now, this is Bosley into Jones. Bandits hoping to start. They're up by 10 at the moment. George guarded nicely there by Coonan and Tattersall. George goes again, puts it up, the jumper. Tattersall with a rebound, quickly out to Dukas. Passes back to Lee. Bandits trying to work around the perimeter. To guard this Centre of Excellence team, Lee inboard, Goodrick, flicks it out wide. Dukas for three. Hits the rim, rebound goes away, a big T. Jones.
Another big rebound from Torrin Jones. He is a machine down there.
Deborah George flicks it out wide. Riak turns it on the left for three. Sakuk Riak doesn't get it to go. Missed the three-pointer in the last term, Sakuk. I'm going to call it again for the man to deliver at time. Dukas puts the shot up. Comes down. Coonan out wide. Lee for three this time. Goodrick, offensive rebound. Spins back. Out wide. Coonan against Scott. Big Coonan steps inside the paint, off the glass. Sakuk Riak taps it out to Bosley for three. Kenja Bosley. Dukas comes up with the ball.
Great rebound from Dukas as he treks on down the floor, setting up. Goodrick.
He's looking to go to that paint. Drives inside. Scott puts it off the glass, draws the contact. Foul against Derek Scott. And Hunter Goodrick will go to the line.
Yeah, great move from Hunter Goodrick. He wants to go left. That's the way he wants to go. And when he turns the corner, he's very hard to stop in that situation there. And that's a regulation layup. He just took the contact. And he is strong for his size. And Hunter Goodrick
pops it in and then out. Had a bow peep. Jones gives across to Riak. Bandits by 8. For the SSNA Club, third quarter action. Get down to the SSNA Club. If you're locally tomorrow, watch some sporting action. It'll be a Bandits ball. Last touch off Dukas of Centre of Excellence.
Just a couple of matchup changes, Murph. Torrin Jones in the middle. Can you believe it? Alex Dukas is down there guarding Torrin Jones in the low post. Okay, he's put his hand up and said, I'll take the big guy on. He's giving up size.
Deborah George for three. Kaufman doesn't get it to go. Tattersall comes up with the ball, flicks it out to Coonan. Flicks it across. Tattersall thought about the three. Coonan drives hard against George inboard. Dukas against Jones. Dukas puts it up. Comes down to Coonan. And touch in there against George.
Yeah, so I find that interesting, Murph. So on defence, Dukas is guarding Big Torrin Jones, and a couple of change-ups down the other end. Riak has gone back to Dukas. No, he hasn't. Manny Malou.
Lee, Coonan, Tattersall. Dukas steps in two, drives hard against Malou.
I'm going to call for a block. It's on Manny Malou, I believe,
It
Murph.
is, yes. That's his second personal of the night, I believe, Jade Kolf. It is. Now, Isaiah Lee brings it back in. Dukas brings it off the glass. 2 points.
Slashing move from Alex Dukas on the inbound play.
George. Jones. Torrin Jones for two. Coonan with a rebound. Tattersall calling for it. Well, just a lazy pass, wasn't it?
Bad pass.
Bosley to Jones. Let it go. Wow. Centre of excellence ball. Torrin Jones claims it come off Dukas, and Dukas' reaction, probably like he got away with it a little bit there.
Yeah, Dukas. He's only 18 years of age, but he is he's wily, isn't he? He really is. He's a smart player.
Now, Isaiah Lee. Dukas. Coonan. Goodrick thought about three, still wants it. Takes on Malou, drives to the bucket. Draws the contact.
There's that move again, Murph, going left. Coach Chalmers would be irate with that. Defensively, you want to take away that left-handed drive from Goodrick. You want to make him go right because he'll get you every time there. He's a good player, Goodrick, and he's impacting early on here in quarter number 3, Murph.
A little bit of a run here by the centre of excellence. Not so much scoring-wise. That's only their second point in a row, but in their scoring run. However, make that three. You just sense they're trying to make a bit of a move on the home team here. For the SSNA club, midway through the third. Riak. Malou for two. Manny Malou. No good. Goes out. It'll be the Canberra boys' ball. Centre of excellence.
So the basketball centre of excellence would be over the moon with where they stand right now, Murph. They've come out. They've put a clamp on the scoring. They've stopped the flow. And they're turning this into a bit of a scrap.
Yeah, they are. Lee flicks it in. Nice ball to Coonan underneath the bucket. That's a great assist.
Beautiful pass from Isaiah Lee. The no-look feed underneath.
Now, Bosley stripped of the ball, got it back and puts in 2 points. An aggressive move by Kenja. Dukas brings it up. The crowd's starting to sense something. Dukas drives hard to the bucket and the quality of basketball's just gone up.
Yeah, Alex Dukas, what a move. Put the Jets on. He flowed in. Smooth operator is Alex Dukas.
Jones gives George a screen, tried to flick it back to Jones, and they reward each other. 2 points. Torrin Jones takes him up to 16 for the night. Lee brings it back across to Coonan. Lee for three, and he gets it in. Centre of excellence are coming. They're back within a point. They've made up 9 points so far midway through this third period for the SSNA club.
That's what they need from Lee. They need some scoring.
Deborah George steps back for two and makes it count. And we've seen this over the last few weeks. Deborah George steps up when it matters for the Bandits. He senses the occasion. Dukas right now sensing something for the centre of excellence. Loses it. Coonan. Riak over the top of him. Literally.
Yeah, you're right, Murph. Just back on that last possession from Deborah George. It's just a super tough move. Just a tough dribble. Tremendous handles between the legs. Step back. That's a tough shot. And when Kenja Bosley and Deborah George are making those shots, this Bandits team is just hard to run down. The lead is at 3. 4:52 remaining in quarter number 3. We've got a ball game here tonight at the Lauren Jackson Sports Stadium.
We certainly do. Don't go anywhere. NBL action. This is Lee receiving it from Dennis. Stolen away. Torrin Jones. Party time. Torrin Jones.
Timeout. Center of excellence. Torrin Jones throws it down. The former Missouri product.
Did his eyes light up then when he got past halfway with that ball and seen only him at open territory towards the bucket?
Open territory. He was always going to throw that one down. He moves to 18 points on the night. He's got 9 rebounds to go with it. Another double-double awaits Big Torrin Jones. And the lead is 5 with 4:42 left in quarter number 3.
Yeah, for the SSNA club in Albury, you sense this one's probably going to go the distance, Colf. We're probably not going to find a real breakaway until late in the game the way this is. Centre of excellence, the question is, can they maintain it, but can they maintain the rage and stay with the Bandits, who have certainly threatening? Scoring has dried up, no question about that. They've just got so many avenues to the bucket. But they're going to be tough to prevent for the whole entire game. 5-point lead at the moment, and plenty of energy coming from that side. Torrin Jones providing it, as he did to start the game.
Really got to credit the coaching staff from the Centre of Excellence, Murph. They come out with some different matchups on the defensive end. Okay, they went with Dukas to guard Big Torrin Jones. Dukas giving away tremendous size, but he's such a smart player down there that it was effective, and it's kept them in touch here.
Lee passes back. Coonan. Goodrick. Lee puts up a 3. That man can shoot. 3 points.
Yep, and that's
Isaiah Lee.
And that's what he needed to do. I think at halftime he realised he's got to shoulder some of the load here, the scoring end.
He's up to 12 points. Bosley with the ball on 27. He had 25 at half-time. Puts up a 3. Doesn't get it to go. Rebound goes to Malou. He gets it back again and then stripped of the ball. Jones steps in and it takes it off Dennis. Back to Malou. It'll be a Centre of Excellence ball.
Oh, yeah. It's some hard stuff underneath the basket there, Murph. Torrin Jones and Manny Malou throwing their weight around. But it's Centre of Excellence ball. They've done well to get possession as star point guard Lee brings it down the court.
He does, drives, gets a bit of a screen by Coonan. Offensive foul called on Coonan.
And that niggle continues, Murph. A bit of niggle out there now. Bandits realised that the Centre of Excellence have got a little bit of swagger about them. They're showing great character here.
They certainly are. 3-3, sitting in 10th position coming into tonight, coming off a loss to the Super Cats the other night. Or the other afternoon, I should say. Now this is Kenja Bosley. Bringing up the floor. Under 3 1/4 to play in the third term for the SSNA club. A little low ball in. Torrin Jones puts it up. Nice little block there. Really, really good block. That occasion by Principal Singh.
Yeah, the 7-footer Singh sent that back.
And the Bandits have coughed it straight back up. Ball out. Centre of Excellence will get it back, so a break for them.
The defensive intensity from the Centre of Excellence has definitely gone up a notch here, Murph. And they are putting the clamps on. Bandits now at 44% shooting, down from 52.
Centre of Excellence inboard. Goodrick drives. Well, no look pass out wide to Dennis. Gives to Lee. Couldn't get a shot away. Well guarded by Bosley. Now gets a screen. Over the top. Singh puts it up and gets it in for 2. That man's first points of the night.
Big Principal Singh into the action. A block shot. And then a bucket at the offensive end.
Well, Bosley stepped around Lee. What a battle that is. Kenja Bosley. That is class. That is class.
He moves to 30 points.
Right up the other end, Centre of Excellence. Goodrick now inside the paint. Spins around, sends it out wide. 3-point shot put up here by Dennis. Can't get it to go. Rebound goes to George. Foul against Goodrick.
Hunter Goodrick. He knew he was in trouble there. Once Deborah George had him sealed. But Kenja Bosley put the brakes on there. Step back three. He moves to 30 points. You just cannot stop him. You can only hope to contain him.
Jared Molnar finds his way back onto the court. Passes to Jones. Now George gives to Molnar. Steps inside the paint, puts it up, blocked by Singh, feeds it across to Lee, gives to Dennis, and he big blocked Evan George. Last touch off the Bandits, but D. George, big play right there.
What a play from Deba George. He come from nowhere. And if you're going to put it up soft, you're going to pay the price.
Jones around to Dennis, had his hands on the ball.
Oh, he throws it away. Ho-ho.
And the man 3 rows back gets a taste of the basketball. Came with a bit of heat, that one
That
too,
came
Golf.
with plenty of heat. That went into the skybox section.
Bloke's going to need a new bucket of chips here at the Lauren Jackson Sports Stadium. They've gone everywhere.
Beer and chips flowing everywhere down there. 65-62. 2:15 left in this one in the third period as Kenja Bosley, 30 points, doing it all, is guarded by Isaiah Lee.
Good news is the bloke drink next to him unharmed, Colfie, so all's good that ends well. Bosley goes to the basket.
2 more again.
Bandits lead by 5, under 2 to play for the SSNA club in the third term here. The game continues to go up a cog as Dennis puts up a 3. In fact, it wasn't Dennis. It was actually Giddy. Giddy from long range for 3. George to respond at the other end. Bucket for bucket. Now Giddy again takes it down inside to Singh. And draws some contact. Doesn't go.
Big Singh. Disappointed he didn't finish.
Wow, 70-65. Tempo of the game at a high rate at the moment. 1:31 remaining in the third for the SSNA club. It's 5 points the lead to the Bandits. Singh to go to the line.
He's had an impact since coming on, Murph.
Yeah, definitely.
Block shot, bucket up the other end. Now he's doing it from the foul line.
We spoke about how they moved their bench around for the Centre of Excellence. Every player, apart from one, has hit the scoreboard tonight. Every player. You don't see that very often, Kelf, man.
Indeed, we did hear about that coming in. They like to play all their guys.
Bosley brings it up court. He's sitting on 32 points at the moment. That is a long range
Oh,
bomb.
my goodness gracious me.
No.
Kenja Bosley, take a bow as he claps it up.
Don't believe it. Unbelievable. Lee, Tattersall, Singh, guarded by a couple, stolen by George. Bandits have gone up a gear here. George has it, steps inside the paint, puts it up, can't get it to go. Taken by Giddy, flicks it back across to Lee. Lee brings it up court against Molnar. George tries to strip him too. Back across, Giddy drives hard to the bucket. Good move, nice move by Giddy. 2 points right there.
Giddy, silky smooth to the rack.
Yeah. 73-68, Bandits by 5. Kenja Bosley, eh? What about this man? 35 points. Gives to Sir Cook. Elects against the 3. Gives to Jones. Back out to Molnar. He loves a 3-pointer. Can't get this to go.
Singh, big rebound. 23 left on the clock. As Isaiah Lee brings the ball down the court, he's going to look for the last shot.
He's taking a bit of sting out of this too. I think Centre of Excellence be happy with the way this last few minutes have gone, not to be further back is what I'm trying to say. So if they can get a bucket and close it, 5 seconds on the shot clock. Lee flicks it out but draws some contact. Bucket won't count.
1-7 on the clock, Murph.
So 73-68 at the moment with shots to come. And to be honest, Basketball Australia Centre of Excellence have done well in the last couple of minutes. This margin could easily be 10 or so. The Bandits had the crowd up and about, the momentum going their way. Deba George and Kenja Bosley was ready to tear this thing apart.
Yeah, Kenja Bosley, 35 on the score sheet. He's just filling up the stat sheet once again. So to be down 5, as you said, Murph, with 4.2 to go, they could cut this to 3 as Lee, he's very efficient from the foul line. the point guard.
So Lee does make both count. 73-70.
Terry Lee checks in for the centre of excellence.
We have 4.2 now remaining on the clock, Colf, so we've had some adjustment to the time clock here. So last shot, Kenja, why not from halfway? Hits the rim.
Just short.
So close. And the Bandits will go to three-quarter time with a slender lead for the SSNA club by 3 points.
73-70 Murph, and I'll tell you what a night it's been thus far. This game has had everything. It's been up and down. A little bit of a flat period there to start quarter number 3. It was really about lockdown defense, and really, Centre of Excellence came out with some different defensive matchups. They stopped the free-flowing scoring of the Bandits. But I'll tell you what, the Bandits exploded with Deborah George and Kenja Bosley again, that explosive backcourt tandem. But then you had the Centre of Excellence. They went with it. They went with them. Down 3, 1 quarter to play. Coming in, the coaching staff of the Centre of Excellence, if they had said, look, you're going to be down 3 with a quarter to play to possibly get a road win there in Albury, they would have taken it.
Yeah, no question about that. This is set up for a magnificent final 10 minutes. Probably have to say, I know that Ringwood game, we only had a 5-point difference in the end, but this game's exceeded those in terms of quality, no question about that. We're going to go down to the wire. Don't go anywhere for the SSNA club. A big 10 minutes coming up to finish this game. Some of those numbers, please, Jade Colf, before we commence the final term.
Yeah, the Bandits' field goal percentage, they were shooting at about 53% at half-time. That has slipped down to 45%. That was that flat period there at the beginning of quarter number 3. Still shooting the lights out at 40%. In fact, the shooting percentages from both squads here, Murph, just about identical. 44 and 45% from field goal range. Both shooting 40% from three-point range. Rebounds very even. The assists, the Centre of Excellence, a little bit more ball movement, 12 assists to 6, and turnovers. The Bandits have been a little bit more tidier with the ball with 4 less turnovers. So look, we're not surprised looking at those numbers, Murph, looking at the metrics, that the score is 73-70 with 1 quarter to play. We know Kenja Bosley's got 35, Torrin Jones 18, and for the Centre of Excellence, it's that man Alex Dukas with 20, and we've got Isaiah Lee has got 14 and Hunter Goodrick at 9.
Players coming back out on court for the final stanza. It's brought to you by the SSNA club in Albury. Get down, watch the NBA Finals. No better place to do it than the SSNA locker room. Or they've got 3 different dining options there at the moment, the SSNA. It's the place that you want to go. And entertainment-wise, well, head to there after the basketball on the Saturday night. See all the best bands as Torrin Jones takes to the bucket to start the last. Taken away by Goodrick. Flicks it quickly to Dukas. Out wide, Lee. Terry Lee steps inside around Bosley. Puts a little hook up. Can't get it to go. Taking away the rebound with Jones. Molnar. Bosley. And now George.
Torrin Jones with 11 rebounds, Murph.
George into the paint, steps around Talbot off the glass, can't get it to go. Last touch come off Jones. It'll be a Centre of Excellence ball.
A little bit of a Euro step there from Deborah George. He likes that one, normally finishes that, but that just fell off the rim. Centre of Excellence ball to cut this to 2 or possibly tie. Cut it to 1, I should say, or possibly tie.
Terry Lee gives across. Now Giddy finds Dukas. Draws the contact on Deborah George. And we'll go to the line, Alex Dukas.
Yeah, just as soon as Dukas got that ball there, he was slashing to the rim. He shows his intentions early on here. Dukas with 20 points. Look for him to be really aggressive early on here, Murph. I think he rested there on the back end of quarter number 3, so to rest those legs. Expect him to be fresh. Expect a big last quarter from Alex Dukas.
Yeah, he's going to have a big say in this one. Molnar checks out of the game for Manny Malou to come in. Now this is Deborah George.
Terry Lee is wearing Kenja Bosley like a glove.
Sir Cook react for 3. Overcooks this one. Last touch off Malou, and it'll be Centre of Excellence ball. 1 point the margin. Centre of Excellence on this next play can take the lead, Cole.
Yeah, the Centre of Excellence have done a tremendous job with their defensive matchups. Terry Lee is wearing Kenja Bosley like a glove. He looks like a defensive beast.
Dukas steps inside,
Look at that.
Goes straight up the lane and puts in 2 points. They lead as Bosley loses his footing, slipping there on the floor.
Beautiful left-handed layup from Dukas, high off the glass. Oh, 10-second backcourt violation.
Wow.
Centre of Excellence ball. That one is rarely called. Deborah George was in a trance.
73-74. Centre of Excellence by a point. And this run now 8-0. 8-0 in this quarter. Goodrick will get the ball back off Malou. This is, you just sense Centre of Excellence playing in front of a good size crowd here at the Lauren Jackson Sports Centre against them. Giddy puts up a 3 like he did last time, almost effortless, but can't get it to go. This is Bosley with a rebound. He takes on Lee, drives hard to the bucket, flicks out wide to Cook. Deborah George for 3. Can he step up again? He can't. Rebound to Dukas. Bandits in trouble. They do. Passes in ball to Goodrick. George goes flying over the top. Goodrick gets it in. Deborah George nearly put a saddle on him.
He's counted the bucket, has he?
He has. I think he has.
Gee whiz, it looked like that was way... Looked like the foul was on the ground, but...
Yeah, it looked like well after the motion, didn't it?
Yeah, but it was touch and go, and it's up to the referee, and gee whiz, the Centre of Excellence getting all the momentum now. They've counted the bucket. Goodrich to the line for 1. And Coach Chalmers...
Well, it's an 11-0 run now in this final turn. The Bandits haven't scored. 1 3/4 minutes into it. Kenja Bosley. They just need a basket to settle them in the final. The Bandits, Bosley goes to the rim, draws the contact, and will go to the line. And maybe this might be able to settle the home side. The crowd here, a little stunned to start the final term.
And Terry Lee, who has come off the bench to play on Kenja Bosley, is giving him fits. He's a little bit taller, great lateral movement, has a little bit more length than Isaiah Green. And he's making it hard. He's just been put out there to make Kenja Bosley work hard. He's doing a tremendous job as Bosley moves to 36 points.
Well, this will equal his performance of 37 points. And his best of the year, and he does that. So Kenja Bosley equals that, increases his average tonight. He was going at 29 points a game.
As Coonan comes in for Talbot.
Now Lee brings it up court against Bosley. Looks to give to Giddy. Thought about the 3. Riak guards him. Might have got it back here, the Bandits. Riak underneath it, trying to scrap for the ball there, opposed to Dukas.
Centre of Excellence ball.
7:52 remaining. Couple of calls going against the Bandits.
And that increased defense that we spoke about, Murph, Bandits now shooting at 42%, down from 53 at the half.
Where's the energy come from? Centre of Excellence, Coonan, out wide. Goodrick almost stripped of it. Passes back into Coonan, guarded by Bosley. Shot clock on 1. Giddy puts it up for 3. Wow, buzzer beater. 80-75, Centre of Excellence lead by 5, 7.5 remaining in the final turn for the SSNA club. Bosley into Jones. Jones off the glass, puts it in.
Tremendous move from the big fella. They need more from him. They've really gone away from him since the first quarter.
Yeah, no question about that.
They may need to ride his broad shoulders to bring it home.
Lead to Giddy. Shot clock down to 7 seconds. Out wide. Goodrick, 4 seconds. Goodrick under the rim, draws the contact. Lucky for the Bandits, the bucket doesn't go.
Yeah, he's been lethal on that one. Once he gets into that spot there, Murph, that left hand, he's been able to use the glass. He was a little bit heavy-handed, that one there, and you're right, the Bandits really dodged a bullet because Hunter in that situation is lethal.
Manny Malou. 4 fouls now, 4 personals for that man. He's in a bit of foul trouble. Goodrick. And we'll have to redo it, I think.
Oh, are they starting again with that one there, Murph?
I think they are. There's a substitution off the bench just while Goodrick was having his shot. Sinks it in. Goodrick misses a second. Riak gets the rebound. 4 points now, the margin. Deborah George with the ball. Plenty of urgency, plenty of energy coming off that centre of excellence bench. Ball inside, Jones. Top of the key. Drives hard against Dukas, who does nicely guarding Big Jones. Goodrick comes up with it and dishes to Lee. Brings it up court. Isaiah Lee out to Goodrick. And now Tattersall. Well, Kenja pickpockets away from Dukas. Drives hard against Cooper. Draws the contact. Makes it count. Kenja Bosley.
Kenja Bosley powered his way to the rack. Takes him to 39 points. A free throw to tick it over to 40.
Wow. What a play that is for that man to step up. He can bring the margin back to 1 and put his figures to 40 for the game.
Absolutely beautiful move.
He's a special player, this man. A really nice guy off the court. And just an animal on it. He just loves to put up big numbers.
That's 40 for Kenja.
Margin back to 1. 6:12 to go for the SSNA club in Albury. Don't go anywhere. Lee has the ball, guarded by Bosley. Lee steps outside. Jones for 3, this time for centre of excellence. What a bucket. Nice shot, Blake Jones. Centre of excellence back out by 4. End-to-end stuff. They get up and down the floor, this centre of excellence team. Testing the home side. Jones for 2. Doesn't get it to go. It'll come up to Jones, and now Lee of the centre of excellence.
Yeah, that's not the shot that Coach Chalmers wants Jones taking. Centre of excellence, happy to give Big Torrin Jones that one there as Lee looks to put them through their offense. Comes off the pick.
Fix that out wide. Tattersall for 3. Jones gets the rebound, a big rebound too, opposed to Talbot. Bosley brings it up, drives hard. This is for 2. Kenja doesn't get it to go. Rebound can't go to Jones, goes to Tattersall. Well, he might have got some contact. Jones gets his arm pulled. Now, he might have copped something in the eye here, Tattersall. He went to his eye straight away. Jones kept playing, but the foul's been called, I think, on Jones, or nothing's been called yet.
The foul's going on Tattersall, I believe. But yeah, look, Jones, he may have clipped him. Referees missed it. And, hey, 50-50 ball. Jones just swiped that ball. The ball went loose, and he was like, well, I've got it. I'm going to go up and try and finish.
It's a big play because Tattersall did have it and then only had it taken away by that moment. Now, Jones misses the first.
This is where the free throw shooting becomes so important, and that 60% clip for Jones a problem as he misses both.
He does. Malou goes back. Lee comes up with it. So 2 buckets missed. And 5 minutes remain in the game for the SSNA club. Lee into Goodrick. Can go out wide to Jones. Tries to work that way. He's at the top of the key. Malau puts pressure on him. This is Dukas. Nice ball for Goodrick. Draws the contact. It'll count.
It's beautiful basketball. Dukas to Goodrick. That's a special play right there from 2 of Australia's finest youngsters. Lead now to 6. Concerning for the Bandits.
Very much so. Very much so. So Goodrick to add the extra point for a 3-point play. The crowd can't put him off. 87-80. 7 points now, the Centre of Excellence lead. It's their biggest since early on in the game. Deborah George need the next bucket, the Bandits, and Deborah George comes up with it.
Nice from Deborah George.
Back to 5-point ball game. Lee gives to Jones. Lee back to Goodrick, guarded by Riak, puts the jumper up, and Malou had the ball and just lost it out of bounds.
Coach Chalmers cannot believe it.
Well guarded by Riak initially.
Yeah, well done from Riak. Every possession like gold here in this one. Down the stretch, 4:24 to go. Leads at 5.
Can the Bandits get a stop here? Coonan. Goodrick. Shot clock at 10. Lee flicked it. Jones wasn't expecting it. Inside Goodrick, under the rim, gives to Coonan. Blocked by Jones. Coonan got it back. Nicely done. Margin back to 7. Deborah George with ball in hand. Tries to get a block from Jones. George again puts up the jumper for another 2. Riak gets a rebound, a big 1-2. Can he find a teammate? He does. Malou again fumbles the ball out of bounds.
Still plenty of time, Murph. 7 points, 3:51 left, but it's the defense from the Centre of Excellence.
Something special right now has to come up for the Bandits. All the momentum with the Centre of Excellence. Lee puts a reverse layup up, doesn't go. Malou gets it, gives to Bosley. In toward the Jones, underneath the rim, puts
Tough
it up,
move.
doesn't get it to go.
Push
it's a
on
push.
George.
Yep, foul against George. And the Bandits just can't get anything to go their way. They've only put 9 points up so far in the last quarter. To their opposition, have put up 19.
And a big one, Murph, a big number as we go to a timeout. Rebounds 45-38, Murph, in favour of the Centre of Excellence. That's a big one. That's a surprising number. It really is. And the three-point percentage, the Bandits 37%, Centre of Excellence at 42%. But it's the field goal percentage from the Southern Vale home Bandits that has decreased from about 52-53% at the half to where it sits now at 42%. And that's why the scoring has dried up. The switch of Terry Lee onto Kenja Bosley really slowed him down, and they have just executed a little bit more solidly in their offensive sets, Murph. Still plenty of time left, 3:32. But what a performance so far from the Centre of Excellence. Outstanding stuff.
No question. Can they hold on for the remainder of the game? Can the Bandits respond? That'll be the question. Can they find someone to stand up and go to the bucket? Alex Dukas, he's put up some impressive numbers tonight. 24 points. Hunter Goodrick with 16. But that man, Kenja Bosley, 40 points. Torrin Jones, 20, leading the way for the Bandits. It's going to count for little if the Bandits can't find something extra to finish this game.
I tell you what, Hunter Goodrick's been superb tonight too, Murph. 16 points, 12 rebounds.
So Jones is at the line. Current lead of 7 points. He can increase that. He misses the first. And Blake Jones, who put up a really big, important 3 during this quarter too. The Bandits got it back within 1. He put up a big 3. Blake Jones gets the second bucket to go. So it's an 8-point ball game. Inbound ball finds its way to Deborah George via Torrin Jones. Wondering whether it's someone like Sakuk Riak that steps up here. Maybe it's this man, Malou. Maybe it's the old stager in Deborah George for 2. Gets it to go. The jumper is good.
Yeah. Beautiful bucket from Deborah George. Worked his way to about 12 feet. Little fade away.
Can the Bandits get a stop? Can they get the ball back in some momentum? Goodrick looking for a 3, drives hard against Jones. Jones guards him. Goodrick puts it up, doesn't get it to go.
Yeah.
Foul called against Goodrick. It'll be a Bandits ball.
Torrin Jones, great defensive there. Great defensive stop. The former University of Missouri product. That's what he brings to the table. tough-nosed defence and rebounding.
Now, can the Bandits score? That's the question. Can they get a bucket themselves at the other end? Deborah George for three. Doesn't go. Comes off. Taking Kenja Bosley nicely. Steps out. Sukuk Riak for three. Off the rim. Goes down. Torrin Jones goes back. Fetches the ball. Grabs it. Tries to put it up off the glass. It doesn't go either. Eventually Tattersall with a rebound. Stolen away by Deborah George. Bandits come up with it again. Still haven't scored. George
And
short of contact and
Kevin
goes.
on the foul!
3-point play coming up. Deborah George. Game back on.
What a play from Deborah George. He picked that ball up, Murph, and he was not giving it up. He was going straight to the rack. Took the contact, the soft touch, nothing but the bottom of the net. He goes to the line for the bonus. Game back on, Murph.
This man is just a big-time player. It's as simple as that. They come and they go. He's a mainstay. He's a crowd favourite. He's a favourite of the town, and that's why. Deborah George. Jones with the ball. Tattersall. Centre of excellence still up by three. Beyond 2 minutes to go. This is Jones for three. He misses off the side of the board. Riak comes up with it. Deborah George's ball. Bandits bring it up court. George demands a screen. He gets it. Deborah George for three. Doesn't go. Rebound. Torrin Jones off the glass. Doesn't get it either. George goes after it. It comes up with Jones at the centre of excellence. Passes up court. Should be 2 points to Duke as he does. That's a momentum killer. 5-point centre of excellence. A big 4-point turnaround that. The Bandits should have had the bucket at the other end. In goes Bosley, out to Malou, gives to Deborah George, steps inside for two, gives to Torrin Jones underneath the rim, puts it up, doesn't get it to go, and centre of excellence come up with the ball yet again. Tattersall across to Dukas.
Torrin Jones a little bit heavy off the glass. Big possession right here. Bandits need a stop.
Yeah, have to get a stop, down by 5. We've got 1:10 remaining for the SSNA club. Deborah George almost steals it. Tattersall flicks it out wide. Jones loses it for the centre of excellence, and Torrin Jones of the Bandits will get the ball.
There it is. That was just what the doctor ordered for the Southern Vale Bandits. And somehow Coach Chalmers staying calm over there. He can't believe what he's seeing. He's just going to let his players work it out.
Could we have overtime yet? Kenja for three. Kenja Bosley doesn't get it. Riak goes up. Last touch off centre of excellent. Bandits ball. 49.4 seconds remain in the ball game. 87-92. Bandits need buckets and then a stop at the other end. There is an SSNA timeout coming up right now for the SSNA club in Albury. And Chalmers, you imagine they're going to be looking to shoot outside the range at some point here.
Yep, he wants to talk it over. 49.4 left on the clock, 5 points. Bandits in a bit of a hole, but there is time. No doubt about that. This game has been back and forth, up and down, but you must think, Murph, on this next possession, the Bandits have got to get something from it. Expect them to come out, look for Deborah George or Kenja Bosley to be their predominant ball handler. Look for a high pick and roll. If they don't have the three, they'll look to penetrate to get to the rack, and then from there, they need to stop. There's no doubt about it. And what a ball game! As I said, 49 ticks to go. To think that the Bandits are in this position from where they sat at halftime, it is a big surprise. But full credit to the basketball centre of excellence. They have been very, very impressive tonight. A real team effort, and they find themselves on the chance of a big, big win.
They're on the verge of it, aren't they, Kaufman? It would take something from the Bandits. The centre of excellence, however, don't have the ball in their possession at the moment. It will be a Bandits ball to finish, well, to have this play anyway. 49.4 seconds, so whatever happens, the Bandits will get another crack at it.
So here we go, Murph. Ball on the baseline, Deborah George.
What do? Are they happy to try to draw some contact, put in the bucket for two, or They go outside for three. Deborah George, no doubt they'll be watching Kenja. It goes to him. Kenja looks for the three, drives to the bucket, draws some contact. Torrin Jones puts it up. He can't get it to go either, and it comes up to Coonan. He'll be professionally fouled. Bandits ball. Wow, a massive call there. And Deborah George, the Bandits will come up with it. They're almost out of chances here, Colf. They've got to make it count.
They've got to make this one count. Coach Chalmers cannot believe Torrin Jones grabbed that rebound, but just too heavy-handed once again. Couldn't finish. Last chance for the Bandits right here, you would suspect. Look for a similar play, Murph. Look to get to Kenja Bosley. If there's no three on offer, you'll look to get to the rack again.
Goes towards Bosley, tries to make room, doesn't. React demanding it inside. Manny Malou puts it in for two. 2 points. Timeout, Centre of Excellence. The margin goes back to three. We've got beyond 36 seconds to play in the last for the SSNA club as we go to another timeout.
Yeah, some of those scoring leaders, Murph. Bosley's got 40, Torrin Jones 20, and Deborah George 17 for the Bandits. For the Centre of Excellence, it's that man Dukas, 26. Hunter Goodrick, 16 points. And the point guard, Isaiah Lee, with 14. So pretty even scoring, more even scoring from the Centre of Excellence than the Bandits. This may make all the difference in this one, Murph. They are a well-balanced outfit, the Centre of Excellence. 36 seconds left on the clock, 3-point game. Still a 50-50 ball game, I think, Murph.
Well, the home fans certainly hope so. It'll be a Centre of Excellence ball. Can the Bandits get a stop? Can they get a stop?
It's been the defense from the Centre of Excellence in the second half that has been better than the Bandits. There's no doubt about that. That's why they find themselves up three with 36 ticks on the clock. But the Bandits, they need to bring the intensity 100% here. They need a stop or this game is over.
So, Coonan from the sidelines. Coonan. Star jumps coming from Jones. Gives to Lee. Deborah George tries to steal. Almost does steal it from Lee. Comes back. Cook react. Dukas against Kenja. Held a long time. Put it up. Missed it. Rebound goes to Malou. We have 20 seconds remaining. Deborah George with the ball. Bandits down by three. Trailing by three. George drives to the bucket. Almost gets contact. He doesn't. It is off the Bandits, off Jones. It'll be a Centre of Excellence ball. There's 9.8 seconds left. And the ball game very much in the hands of Centre of Excellence right now.
Yeah, Deborah George cannot believe he's missed that shot. He got to the rack, did all the hard work, tried to draw the contact. And I think in trying to draw the contact, Murphy, he just missed the shot. Easy to do, of course, down three. But Coach Chalmers, he knows, and so does Deborah George, you've got to make that bucket. And they couldn't clean it up. And now, the Centre of Excellence, they can inbound the ball. They've got a chance to win the game from the foul line because the Bandits are going to have to foul.
Yeah, they will. And the Centre of Excellence, they started so well, and then the Bandits brought back control for most of the middle period of the game, leading by three at three-quarter time, the Bandits. But the Centre of Excellence been very, very gutsy, showed their class towards the back end, I guess, of that third quarter to stay in touch. And then at the start of this one, they went on an 11-zip run to start. I think it was at the start of the term, Colf. They really set it up. They come out all guns blazing, made some adjustments from half-time. And now Tattersall from the sidelines, the only man actually for the Centre of Excellence who hasn't put up a bucket tonight. They've had a widespread contribution. Foul comes to Deborah George. He does now. George was asking that he fouled and probably took another couple of seconds off the clock. So 4.3 remain. Centre of Excellence go to the line leading by 3. And the Bandits need a minor miracle right now. They need a couple of misses. Goodrick lines up. Gets the first, so it's 4 points. That makes the equation all that much tougher. Goodrick sinks the second one. And the Bandits trail by 5. 89-94 for the SSNA club. Last right to this one. Kenja's going to put up a long-range 3. Doesn't get it to go. That's the end of the game. And the Basketball Australia's Centre of Excellence improved their record to 4-3. A fantastic win on the road. The Bandits suffer their first loss of season 2019.
Yeah, a huge win on the road, Murph. Coming in here, we thought this was going to be a close contest, but probably go towards the home team there, but it was a tale of two halves. The Border Bandits lights out in half number 1, shooting 52%, but it was the defensive intensity of the Centre of Excellence in the second half that really just was on absolute lockdown. They had a more even contribution across the board, and Kenja Bosley with 40 once again, but it wasn't enough. And hey, full credit to the Centre of Excellence. They really showed tremendous character, poise and perseverance tonight, and they fully deserved the win, Murph. It was an absolute beauty.
Yeah, no question about that. We have a look at the major point scorers obviously on the board there, Kolfman.
Yeah, major scorers for the Bandits. We've got Bosley, another huge night from him, 40 points. Torrin Jones with 20 points and Deborah George 17. And for the Centre of Excellence was that man, Alex Dukas, 26. He's a special player. Hunter Goodrich had 18 points, 12 rebounds. And it was Isaiah Lee. We did speak about him. We thought that he needed to really contribute on the offensive end, and he chipped in with about 14 points, which really helped them get over the line in an absolute classic.
Well, on a night that had mixed results here in Albury at the Lauren Jackson Sports Centre, in the women's contest it was the Bandits that were too good, overcoming the Centre of Excellence. But in the men, it was a bit of revenge, a bit of sweep revenge to improve their record to 4-3 this year, which no doubt will improve their position on the ladder from 10th up a little higher. We look forward to these two sides. I think both of them more than capable of playoff action later in the year, Colf. We look forward to that. Great work by you on the All In Entertainment Network, of course, for the Albury SSNA club.
Absolutely, Murph. It was an absolute beauty tonight, and I look forward to seeing these two teams come the business end of the year, because tonight was an absolute ripper.
We'll see you again next week on NBL1 action for the SSNA club in Albury.